The story of Trapped in a Dating Sim starts in a world where a boy is playing an otome game given to him by his younger sister. He plays through the game while constantly complaining about its characters and gameplay. He gets obsessive with the game and continues to play it non-stop for days until he receives 100% completion of the game with a reverse harem ending. He finally takes a sigh of relief and goes to get himself something to eat. Right after he leaves his apartment, he starts to get dizzy and falls down the stairs, causing him to die. He wakes up in another world and goes to meet his mother Zola with his sister Jenna and father Balkus Fu Bartford. The main character, Leon Fu Bartford, gets scolded by both his father and mother during running away. Zola also tells Balkus that he can only act like a baron because he married her. Later at night, Leon talks with his brother about why they aren't allowed in the mansion. The brother mentions that it's because they are men. He also says a number of other things like women hold more power in this world, which makes Leon realize that he is trapped in the otome game he was playing before he died. After 10 years have passed, Leon reflects on the knowledge he has about this world because he went through all of it in the game. He mentions that he is a mob character and does farming to keep up his physical condition in case he is forced to join a war, as it is pretty common in this world. While he was working, he saw a ship coming to the mansion. The scene then shifts to inside of the mansion, where Zola has arranged for a 50-year-old lady for Leon to marry, even though that lady has already been married 7 times. When Leon complains about it, Zola forces Leon by telling him that if he doesn't marry her, she can arrange for him to become a soldier instead, as poor men like him don't have an opinion of their own. She also tells him that she is indebted to the lady as their family needs money. When Leon hears this, he vows to get money as it is the main problem. He goes on a boat to a place where the original protagonist of the game went. As Leon was going, he gets trapped in a storm which transports him to an island with a ship. Leon takes out a few minor robots and gets an ID card from a corpse which allows him to enter the control room of the ship. When he entered, a bigger robot appeared who told Leon that he hates the new breed of humans as the magic destroyed an old civilization. The robot overwhelmed Leon, but Leon managed to defeat him by shooting his sword at its face. He activates the shape, which activated its AI. The AI tells Leon that he has both the traits of new and old humans. Leon names his ship Luxian. Thinking he is going to die, Leon wonders what his sister is doing and prays to get reincarnated to a better world next time, but the AI took him to the sick bay to heal him. Meanwhile, in the mansion, Zora scolds Balkus as it's been 3 months since Leon went missing, but as they were talking, they hear a ship coming, so they go out to investigate it, only to find Leon in it with a huge amount of treasure. Leon rejects the marriage proposal as he has huge amount of money now and joins the academy. Leo found an uninhabited island suitable for a baronet on his way back from the adventures he did. The AI has already started construction on the island while Leon plans to find a wife so he can live an easy life as a backcountry baronet, but he is given the rank of baron instead by his father, which is higher than a baronet. This means that he has to find a wife with the same rank as Zola now. Leon joins the academy and sees that women do hold more power in this world. He sees the prince with his friends and they are followed by Angelica, who is the daughter of a duke. In the middle of all these nobles and loyalty, Leon wants to commit to the mob way. As he was going through the academy, Leon sees an in-game event that also happened when he was playing the game. In the event, the main protagonist of the game slaps the prince, but this time it wasn't the protagonist but some other girl. Back at his apartment, Leon prepares for a tea party at his place. He asks his friends Raymond and Daniel if they know any girls that aren't from wealthy families, but they don't seem to know any either. Meanwhile, girls are surrounding the prince waiting to come to his tea party. Angelica asks her fiancé, the prince, if she may join the tea party, but the prince calls for the girl who slapped her, Marie, and invites her to the tea party instead. In the class, the teacher tells the students about the significance of tea party. He calls out to Leon as he wasn't paying any attention to him. Leon ends up getting impressed by him and promises to do his best. At Leon's tea party, only the weird girls attended, who ate the food for free and then complained about everything. After they left, Leon sees the original protagonist of the game getting bullied by other girls, so he invites her to the party. The girl pretty much likes everything there, whilst also mentioning that she likes to study magic, but doesn't know about the academy's rules. Leon takes her to Jenna for help, who advises the protagonist, Olivia, to bribe her way into Angelica's tea party. There, Angelica sends all the other girls away and tells Olivia that she is not being rude to her in any way. She asks Olivia who advised her to get close to her this way. When Olivia said it was Leon, Angelica praised him too, and he got barony on his own. The scene then shifts to the exploration class, where other students are trying to use Leon and Olivia as meat shields. Angelica tries to push Marie away from the prince, saying she's a fraud, but the prince comes to her defense. The prince's friends tell Angelica to not put her relationship inside the academy. Olivia and Leon go inside the dungeon to collect crystals, but they get attacked by monsters instead. Leon kills a bunch of them, but they just don't stop coming. The prince and his friends arrive and kill the rest of the monsters. Both the prince and Leon are hurt slightly in their arms. Marie heals the prince, which makes Angelica intervene, but the prince pushed her off again and went away with Marie. On the other hand, Olivia heals the wound of Leon with her healing magic. Some girls burnt the notebook and the bag of Maria and blamed it on Angelica. The prince summons Angelica and tells her to stay out of their way. Meanwhile, Leo and his friends talk about other guys getting engaged and how their invitations aren't getting accepted. They also discuss what happened between Angelica and the prince. In a library, Leon asks Olivia if she knows anything about Marie. Olivia thinks that Leon likes girls like Marie, but Leon tells Olivia that he hates her instead. She then tells a story where Marie tells Olivia that she hates girls like her. As they were talking, they heard a strange sound, so they went to check it out, only to find Marie kissing Brad. Marie thinks that she is having so much fun. She meets with Jilk and the prince, who offer Marie to buy her a demi-human servant. The news of this grief-struck Angelica. Jenna asks Leon if he knows about Marie or if he is involved in bullying her. When Leon says no, Jenna instructs him to get on the prince's good side as he's going to be the future king. The AI Luxian comes and Leon asks if he brought the information on Angelica and Marie as he asked. Later at a party, Leon with his friends try to score girls, but they all get rejected. Meanwhile, Angelica sees Marie holding hands with someone else and goes to the prince and his friend to confront him, but they are so blinded by Marie that they all speak in favor of her. The prince indirectly calls off their engagement, which makes Angelica throw her glove at Marie, which is a challenge to a duel. Prince and the others tell her to pick it up and offer to support her in the duel, while no one comes in support of Angelica. Seeing this, Leon steps forward and offers to volunteer as Angelica's champion. Leon proposes that if he wins, the prince and Marie will separate, but if he loses, Angelica won't interfere in their affairs again. After a heated discussion, a battle of Leon against 5 of the Academy's finest is set. Afterward, some students force Daniel and Raymond to vandalize Leon's room, thinking that he wants a favor with the Duke. Angelica tells him to forfeit the duel, but Leon denies it and says that he just hates them all. Leon tells Luxian to remake his suit before the fight as he doesn't like its style, but Luxian refuses and leaves. Leon enters the arena and summons his armor, Arrogance. Everybody starts laughing seeing his armor, as it is a very old one, but Leon looks confident. Olivia is curious as to why everyone was laughing at Leon when they saw his armor. Angelica tells her that it is because Arrogance is a lost item that can't be replicated using modern technology. It is different compared to the armor that others use, which is Agile. Brad comes in first to fight Leon as he is proud. Luxian tells him about the weaponry of Brad and asks if Leon wants to deploy countermeasures. Leon says he can take care of it and summons his blade number 1, thinking it is a sword, but it turned out to be a shovel. Brad thinks of the shovel as a mockery and rushes in on Leon in a hope that he will kill him in a single blow, but Leon dodges him perfectly and defeats him in one move, which makes Brad unconscious. Luxian tells Leon that if he used his full power, Brad would have died. Everyone gets surprised by this, but only Leon's sensei gets up from his seat to clap for him. Angelica wonders why Leon sided with her if he is this strong. Next, Greg comes in to fight Leon. Luxian tells Leon that Greg has a lot of experience in fighting with his armor. When the match starts, Greg immediately goes on the offensive, but Leon breaks his weapon easily and throws him on the ground. He then tears his armor up. Greg, not accepting his defeat, tries to fight with Leon's armor with his body, but he is told to leave the arena as he lost. Chris comes after Greg, but unlike the others, he didn't look down upon Leon, but respected his power. When the fight starts, Leon backs off and attacks him with ranged weapons, as Chris is an experienced swordsman. When Chris manages to close in, Leon breaks his sword, causing Chris to drop down as he loses. The crowd feels really uneasy now, as they have bet all their money on the prince and his friends. Before the next fight, Angelica tells Leon that Jenna wants Leon to forfeit his next round, but Leon just brushes it off. Luxian tells Leon that Arrogance has been rigged with explosions, and Jenna was the one who planted them for Jilk, as she feels ashamed for Leon picking a fight with the prince. When the fight starts between Leon and Jilk, the latter immediately uses a smoke screen and fires on Leon, but it doesn't have any effect on him. Seeing this, Jilk decides to detonate the explosives, but Leon is unscathed by them too. He elevates to the sky and immediately starts going aggressive on Jilk, both with his words and hands. Jilk threatens Leon's family, but Leon records it using Luxian. Leon then ends the fight by hitting Jilk and throwing him on the ground. Finally, the prince comes to the field and gives respect to Leon for how hard he worked. As the fight starts, they both strike each other. According to Prince Julius, he can't afford to lose this fight for Marie's sake, as for him, only Marie matters. Julius also mentions that he never wanted to be born into royalty, and only Marie realized this about him. Hearing this, Leon asks him if he was ever forced to marry an old hag or if the girls have treated him like shit. This makes the boys in the crowd cry too, as they feel what Leon is saying. Olivia gets up in Angelica's defense, saying how much she loves the prince, but the prince calls Angelica's feelings an imposition. Julius starts the duel again with no intention to stop until he dies. Julius rushes in to attack Leon, but Leon gets a hold of him and carefully destroys his whole armor as he doesn't want to harm the prince. After the fight was over, Angelica visits Julius in his bedchamber to check up on him and express her love for him, but Julius tells her that Marie is his only love and he can never love her. Angelica says that she will pray for his happiness and leaves. Meanwhile, Leon visits Angelica's father, Vince, and his older brother, Gilbert, to get his mess cleaned up. He wants his life to be spared and his family to not be included in this. Vince tells him that he will do everything he can. When Gilbert asks his reasoning for fighting the prince, Leon lies and says that he did it for the kingdom. Vince tells him that he wants Angelica to visit the countryside to divert her mind from everything. Back at Zola's mansion, Zola is scolding Balkis because of Leon's actions in the Holford Kingdom. As they were talking, Angelica arrives, which completely catches Zola off guard, as she didn't know that Angelica is from the Redgrave family. Afterward, Leon, Angelica, and Olivia go to Leon's island to check it out, while the latter two go to a hot spring to have a bath. There, Olivia asks Angelica if Leon has feelings for her, but she denies it as she thinks of herself as an awful woman. After the bath, the girls are being really lovey-dovey with each other. Leon arrives and the three talk about friendship and revenge. Meanwhile, Marie is extremely agitated as Julius is no longer the crown prince anymore. Marie thinks of them as stupid as all of them are unemployed rich kids now. Daniel and Raymond are helping set up the tea party of Leon, while Angelica and Olivia dress as maids to offer help as well. Jenna barges inside and tells him to scare a friend of hers as she is after the same guy as her. Leon refuses as her friend approached the guy first and Jenna is at fault here. The others agree with Leon, which causes Jenna to leave the room. Daniel and Raymond tell Leon to check on what's happening in the next room. They go out and see that Julius is going to hold a party there and a bunch of girls are already ready to attend it. Julius sees Leon and invites him into his cafe. Olivia is surprised after saying that they are offering tea with some sweets for 100 dia. Everyone goes to check on the club and sees that Julius's friends are also present there. They tell Leon that it is built according to Marie's suggestions and they will beat him this time. Marie arrives and tells Leon's group that all the boys in that cafe will be serving tea to the guests. The scene then shifts to Olivia promoting Leon's cafe. She approaches a bunch of girls who talk really rudely to her, but another girl named Carla comes and asks about the cafe nicely. Meanwhile, Queen Mylene is looking forward to meeting Leon. The next day, Angelica is assigned to be with Queen Mylene, who is excited to roam around as it is her first time going to a school festival. Leon and Olivia see that a bunch of girls are lining up to join Julius's cafe while they are approached by a weird and rude group. Mylene enters Leon's cafe and sees him getting reprimanded by a girl. Seeing this, Angelica steps in and moves the girl away whilst also telling her to leave, but the girl refuses to do so as she is Count Offrey's daughter, which is a rival family to Redgrave. The girl started to be rude to Mylene too, which made Leon lose his cool and beat everyone whilst also revealing the identity of Mylene to the girl, which makes her worried. Angelica calls in his master as only he can calm him down. Afterward, Leon asks the queen to marry him as he loves her even though she has a family. Julius arrives at the same moment and takes Mylene away after throwing Leon to a wall. In Julius's cafe, Mylene scolds them for having such high prices and for not staying away from Marie even after losing the duel. She then asks Marie to appear, which causes Marie to get drowned in sweat. Meanwhile, in Leon's cafe, Carla comes out and asks Leon to save her family. And with that, our recap for today comes to an end. What other crazy adventures are awaiting Leon? Let us know in the comments what you think, and if you want to see the continuation of the story, drop us a like, subscribe to Annie Recap, and hit that bell icon to stay up to date. With that said, we'll see you in the next one. Peace!